Hello everybody, welcome back. We're getting into some of the, in my opinion, more unique items. The Japanese side, which is more personalized than, say, the stuff in Europe. Again, the Pacific side was more of my interest. I have learned so much since beginning collecting Japanese items. I had no idea about their culture and how well they managed to just bring everything together, and you'll kind of understand what I'm saying later on as I go through these items. So here you have the main belt. This is full of kajin. I could be saying that wrong. Very well could be saying that wrong. You have a shrine stamp here, as well as here. Tigers were also very, what is the word I'm looking for? Symbolic in their culture. And also these two little coins, I didn't think that they meant anything, but I was absolutely wrong. So I try not to rip these open. I like to keep them all original. But as you can see, there's more written in here. And I have it printed out where all of these all these phrases and stuff like that is located, signatures. What's really cool about this is that there's a signature from a commander that served on the Masaki. Could be saying that wrong as well, but it's Japanese only battleship left that was in World War I. He served, I believe, as a watchman on it. I do have it saved, all my little placards. So what I do is I go through a guy named Dan King. I'll go over him later in other videos, but he is a very well-educated person, American, in Japanese culture. He's gone over there for 10 years, learned their language, learned how to read it, worked over there, and now he spends his time translating flags and items such as these, and he works on returning flags to the veterans if they're able to find them. He's written books on this. I definitely recommend checking out his books. I will link them in the description. Very, very cool person. So anyways, I will do my best with reading this. As you can tell, I'm sick, and I know I'm going to pronounce things wrong, but bear with me. So this belt was presented to, hopefully you can see that name. I'm not going to try to pronounce it. He was only 28, and this was presented to him on August 10th, 1939. This belt was put together by his grandma, who was 84, and his son, which is only 4 years old. This belt visited 2 temples, as you saw from the shrine stamps. So anytime you go there with an item, you got it stamped like that, which I did not know. So it was signed by this admiral right here. He lived from 1861 to 1944, and he served on the Mikasa. He was very close, the admiral, to Hirohito, which everybody knows he was the Emperor of Japan during the Second World War. We don't know what happened to him, but hopefully he made it home safely or died honorably serving his country. So, a 1,000-stitch belt is the power of 1,000 people. So, from what I've understood, each of these little individual stitches here were made by people in town. They had passed the belt around, and the women and children would just sew one stitch through. Again, I could be wrong. I don't know a lot. I am learning every day about Japanese culture. The character is strong. The character strong, which would be this character here, is written over and over and over. The coins, which I said I didn't think were significant, actually are. So, in Japanese, the line of death is called the Shizen, which means death line. The number 4 rhymes with death, and the number 5 is more than 4, so once you reach 5, it means you've crossed over the line of death, which is why the 5-cent coin is so significant. It pretty much means that they don't want to suffer in battle, and that if they do die, it's very quick. The 10-cent coin is similar. Again, it's to avoid pain and suffering. The number 9 rhymes with suffering, so you have to cross the line of suffering. So to reach 10, one has to cross over, and it's kind of like the other one, you know, you have to cross the line of death, you have to cross the line of suffering. And it's a hope for the soldier's safe return and no hardship or suffering. So again, something as simple as a 5 and 10-cent coin meant a lot to their soldiers. So you have the signature, you have written on here, Imperial Forces off to war. There's that right to there. It's a mythical expression meant to protect soldiers, kind of like a battle chant. Long live victory in battle. There's a chief of the temple that they brought this to. It's also located on here, and it's located in Tokyo, Japan. There's a protective prayer. They would wrap it around, the soldiers would wrap this belt around their belly, and it says, "Dear," that expression, "please protect this man from enemy bullets. Prayers for long life and victory in battle. Who it's to, who it's from, and their entire family." So, very unique item. I look forward to getting it framed. I know I said a lot in this video. It's going to happen with the Japanese item, especially because of the fact of I don't know how to pronounce certain words. So I will do my best in just showing you and hopefully getting it all out with jumbling it together. So from what I understood, these yellow bands would get folded right into here like so, and then they would get folded over. And I'm just holding my phone, so I'm doing this all one-handed. It would get folded over as such, and then they'd wrap it around their belly. So, very cool item. This is my first Senninbari, or 1,000 stitch belt. I look forward to getting it framed and getting others. Hopefully y'all enjoyed.